welcome to the daily English news program on Azerbaycan Television. We see your host, Elif Sindi, with the most important events of the day. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received in a video format a delegation led by chairman of the Italian Mayor Technomont Group, Fabrizio De Amato.
Chairman of the Mayor Technomont Group, Fabrizio De Amato, expressed his satisfaction with his stay in Azerbaijan and extended his congratulations on the occasion of the victory in the patriotic war, noted that during the war all the Italians followed these developments. Recalling that they have been operating in our country for over 7 years, Fabrizio De Amato stressed that they are contributing to the industrialization of Azerbaijan, expressed a desire to expand the ties of his company with our country, saying that today a team of almost 200 people is operating in Azerbaijan and 72% of employees are Azerbaijanis. The Italian guest also spoke about the interaction with students of local universities and youth. We consider Azerbaijan as our home country, he said, and stressed that in the supply chain, the greatest preference is given to cooperation with Azerbaijani companies. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for the congratulations on the victory, stressed that from now on the development of Azerbaijan will take place at an even faster pace. All necessary measures will be taken to restore life in the liberated territories, and added it will not be easy, because everything has been destroyed in these territories. We will have to start from zero. Therefore, of course, we will need good partners in this area, he said, and noted close cooperation with Mayor Technomont, while further touching upon their successful activity in our country. Noting that despite the pandemic and economic decline in Azerbaijan of 4.3% last year, our non-energy industry grew by 12.5%, President Ilham Aliyev assessed this as a clear manifestation of the industrialization program and added that the Mayor Technomont was involved in projects worth more than 1,600 million euros in Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev highly appreciated the fact that most of the company's employees are Azerbaijanis and said that this demonstrates the company's commitment to our country and its long-term strategy in Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev noted the solidarity of the Italian people with Azerbaijani people during the patriotic war and the objective approach of the Italian media to this issue. We saw that we turned the issue assigned by us into reality, because Italy and Azerbaijan are strategic partners, the head of state said, expressing hope that the Italian companies would be very active in projects related to the restoration of our territories, and said that several Italian companies had already been invited to carry out construction and restoration works. President Ilham Aliyev also stressed that work is underway to establish an Italy-Azerbaijan university in Baku. General Executive Director of Mayor Technomont Group, Roberto Folgiero, underlined cooperation with Sokar in the field of chemistry and further added that the University of Turin would be involved in this interaction. Speaking about the intention to develop the field of green chemistry, he expressed his great interest in expanding cooperation in the field of energy production. He stressed that their approach is long-term and most importantly relies on human capital and it envisages to involve youth in the work. Roberto Folgiero also noted the successful participation of a young Azerbaijani employed by Mayor Technomont at one of the world's wide regional meetings organized by the company. President Ilham Aliyev called the participation of the University of Turin in our common work very commendable, stressing that green chemistry, which is an innovation in terms of technological development, is fully consistent with Azerbaijani agenda. Speaking about the significance of the concept of green energy, the head of state noted the importance of its application throughout the country, especially in the liberated territories, and said that modern technologies such as smart city and smart village would be applied in these territories.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, received in a video format President of the US-based Foundation for Ethnic Understanding, Mark Schneier.
Mark Schneier thanked the head of state for the conditions created in Azerbaijan for the Jewish community, along with representatives of other religious and ethnic communities, emphasizing that the largest Jewish community among Muslim countries lives in Azerbaijan. Mark Schneier held President Ilham Aliyev's attention and care for Jews, along with other communities. The head of state described the Jews as valuable citizens of Azerbaijan, saying that they, like representatives of other religious and ethnic communities, have lived in the country for centuries in an atmosphere of kindness, brotherhood and friendship. The sites exchange views on prospects for Azerbaijan-US relations in the field of intercultural dialogue.
The Defense Ministry released video footage from the liberated Karazeynalı village of Agdam district. We present to you this footage. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Azerbaijan commented on the joint statement of the European Parliament delegation to the Parliamentary Partnership Committees for Relations with the South Caucasus. Issue of a joint statement on the need to resume negotiations on the settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict by members of the European Parliament is indicative that they are still not fully aware of the current situation in the region. It is commendable that members of Parliament noted that the trilateral statement signed on November 10, 2020 has led to stability in the region. The Azerbaijani side, in turn, is taking all necessary steps to implement the agreement, including the settlement of the humanitarian issues. But the commitment of the Armenian side to this statement is questionable. It would be good if the members of the European Parliament would ask the Armenian side why they sent a group of saboteurs to the territory of Azerbaijan almost 20 days after the signing of a joint statement on the cessation of hostilities. Possibly then the members of the European Parliament would have understood that the mentioned Armenian servicemen were not prisoners of war, but members of a terrorist sabotage group. As for the cultural heritage, the members of the European Parliament should be well aware that as a result of decades of illegal activities by the Armenian side in the occupied territories of Azerbaijan, almost all historical, cultural and religious heritage has been destroyed. The activities equal to war crimes related to the destruction, plunder, changing of the origin of these monuments were carried out. It's emphasized in the commentary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that it's unfortunate that the members of the European Parliament have not yet made a single statement on this issue. 162 infections with the novel coronavirus were registered in Azerbaijan. 361 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 4 people who earlier tested positive for COVID-19 died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 230,617 with 224,168 recoveries and 3,145 deaths. The number of active infections is 3,304. To detect new infection cases over the past day, 7,198 tests and overall 2,426,945 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.